lot of people are hurting right now, aren't they? And there are calls this morning too for those in Sydney's hotspot LGAs across Western Sydney to be given special support payments to keep struggling families afloat as the lockdown drags on. Cumberland Mayor Steve Christou joins us now in Auburn. Steve, thanks for your time this morning. I know it's been really tough for a long time now. How are people coping?
Thanks, Ali. It's tough. People now are at breaking point. We're 9 weeks into lockdown and we're under curfew conditions as well. People just want to see the light at the end of the tunnel. They want a roadmap out of the situation, and at present they feel that like they're not getting that. We need expedited jabs and we need expedited special payments, not just a standard $750 being offered to other residents, because our local government area is in lockdown and under curfew.
So just explain that why you think the residents in your area there need further support than what's already being offered by both the state and federal governments.
Quite simply, they're a vulnerable community. They're not a community that can work from home. For a majority of them, they hold labour jobs. They're either in retail, hospitality or in construction. A lot of them haven't had the chance to be vaccinated yet. There's a lot of angst over forced vaccinations as well. I've had a lot of people ringing up and crying. And don't get me wrong, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I personally have made a choice to get both Pfizer jabs. However, people are under the pump and feel pressured in a situation they'd never thought they'd find themselves in, not in Australia and not in this lifetime.
And the toll that takes on one's mental health too. I mean, I know that the Premier has said don't ride the roller coaster of daily numbers, but I imagine for people in your area there, when I think yesterday you had, another 290 cases, you've now got more than 2,000 active cases. It's pretty tough not to ride that roller coaster.
Mental health is of great concern, and every day we are hearing more and more heartbreaking stories of people suffering through their mental health. We hear Lifeline has received record numbers of calls for assistance, but also the numbers are rising, and I want to emphasise this because the contact tracers are so late in getting to people and letting them know when they've been exposed. I myself, about a week and a half ago, was contacted by New South Wales Health 1 week after I was exposed a close contact to the Maryland's trim outbreak. That's 7 days. These people are out and about in the community doing their essential shopping and are either going to work where they can. So that's a big reason of why numbers are so high, and the state government cannot hide from that.
I mean, this is the drama when you've got the case numbers as high as they are at the moment. There is no way that contact tracers can stay across it. There's no way they can get in contact with people within 24 hours. So doesn't that mean that vaccinations are, for particularly Sydney, the only way out of this now?
Well, one would hope so, and for so long that was a message. But as of late, the message seems to have drifted, and now we're getting mixed signals. I encourage all our community, get vaccinated. Let's reach that 70 to 80% mark that the state government wants, we all need. However, give us a clear light at the end of the tunnel, have a proper roadmap. Don't send mixed messages and say, even if we reach 80%, we don't know where we're going to go. Because quite frankly, families are at breaking point. People can no longer afford to pay their mortgage, rent, their bills, or put food on the table for their children. These state politicians have effectively abandoned education, our students, and their local residents. Whilst their local state MPs' offices stay shut now for close to 2 months, they've just scrapped the September sitting of Parliament, so that's 2 months of not going into work. We had a situation where people are crying for help. 2-3 weeks ago, we had a young man crying for help in front of our local state member's office, Julia Finn, and that office is closed. But that state member, all she can do is go on talkback radio and criticise council's advertising spend that we use to communicate to our 250,000 people. Not good enough from someone earning in excess of $3,000 a week and hasn't sacrificed a cent.
All right, pretty strong words there from you, Steve. I think everyone's doing it pretty tough, and we appreciate